Right now, let's go straight into what is happening. And I need you to stay with me carefully because this story is deep and I will break it down in a simple way so everybody can understand. What we are seeing at this moment is a situation where General Constantino Chiwenga is now being linked with strong movements around army barracks. And this is coming at the same time when a leaked audio is said to be exposing a serious plan connected to President Emerson Mnangagwa. Now, when these two things happen together, it quickly becomes a big story because it touches power, leadership, and control. So listen carefully. What makes this situation very important is not just the movement itself, but the timing. Timing is everything. When something like a leaked audio comes out, and at the same time there are reports of strong presence around military spaces, it begins to raise questions that people cannot ignore. Now, before we go deeper, make sure you like this video and subscribe right now because I will continue bringing you clear and simple updates like this every time. Let's break it down slowly. Chiwenga is not just any leader. This is someone who has a long history with the military. He understands how the system works from inside. So when his name is now being connected to army barracks again, people start to look deeper into what that could mean. Now, at the same time, this leaked audio is becoming the center of attention. And when we say leaked audio, we are talking about something that was not meant for the public but has now found its way out. That alone is enough to create tension because people begin to ask simple questions. What exactly was said in that audio? Who released it? And why now? And these questions are not small questions. They are serious. Now, when you combine that with the idea that there could be a plan that is not sitting well with others, then you start to understand why movement around the army becomes sensitive. So let's make it very simple. If there is a situation where one leader is believed to have a plan and another powerful figure with strong military background begins to show more presence around army barracks, it sends a message. Not a loud message, but a strong one. It shows that things are being watched closely. It shows that there is attention. And it shows that something important could be happening behind the scenes. Now, I want you to drop your thoughts in the comment section and don't forget to like this video and subscribe because your support helps this channel grow and keeps you updated. Let's continue. In situations like this, not everything is always said openly. In fact, many times, the real story is hidden in actions, not words. You may not hear strong statements, but movements can speak louder than words. So even if everything looks calm on the surface, there can still be serious discussions happening quietly behind closed doors. Now, another thing you need to understand is this. The military in Zimbabwe has always been a very important part of the system. It is not something that people take lightly. So anytime you hear about army barracks, senior leaders, and secret information, you already know that it is something that must be followed closely. Now, let's go deeper again. This situation is also about trust. When information leaks, it can shake trust because people begin to wonder who is aligned with who and what direction things are going. And when that happens, every movement becomes important. Even a simple meeting becomes a big topic. Even a visit becomes a strong signal. Now, pause here, like this video, and subscribe if you have not done that yet, because we are still going deeper into this story. Let's continue the gist. Another important thing is how the public is reacting. Right now, people are watching quietly. Some people are calm. Some people are curious. And some people are trying to connect all the dots because they want to understand the full picture. But the truth is, in situations like this, the full picture does not come out at once. It comes step by step. That is why we follow the story carefully. Now, let me explain something in a very simple way again. Power is not always about what is said in public. Power is also about positioning, where people are, who they are meeting, what actions they are taking. So when you hear that someone like Chiwenga is now more active around army spaces, it becomes something people cannot ignore. Now, again, like this video and subscribe because we are still unpacking this story in a way that is easy to understand. Let's keep going. Another angle to look at is strategy. Sometimes When information comes out, it is not just by mistake. Sometimes it is released to send a message. Sometimes it is released to test reactions. And sometimes it is released to change the direction of things. So if this leaked audio is real and spreading, it may already be affecting decisions behind the scenes. Now think about that carefully, because information can change everything. Now, when you combine that with strong movement and attention around the army, it becomes a situation where people start to expect changes, even if they are not yet visible. And that is why this story is important. Now, I want to ask you again, what do you think is really going on here? Drop your comments, like this video, and subscribe so you don't miss the next update. Let's continue. We also need to talk about silence. Silence is powerful. When leaders do not speak much about a situation, people begin to listen more to actions than words. And right now, actions are what people are watching. Movements, meetings, presence, all these things matter. Now, let's go deeper again. Another key thing here is stability. Every system wants to remain stable. So when there are situations like this, there is always effort to make sure everything stays under control. And that could explain why there is increased attention around important places like army barracks. It could be about control. It could be about awareness. It could be about making sure everything is steady. Now, again, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because we are bringing you this story in a very clear and simple way. Let's continue. People are also looking at the relationship between leaders, because when there are differences, even small ones, they can grow if not managed properly. So people are watching closely to see if everything is still aligned at the top. And that is why every small detail is now becoming big news. Now, let me slow it down again so everybody understands. We have a leaked audio, a reported plan, and strong attention around army barracks. When you put all this together, it creates a powerful story, not because everything is confirmed openly, but because of what it could mean. Now, in moments like this, it is very important to stay calm and focused, because things can change quickly. New information can come out, clarifications can happen, and the full story can become clearer with time. So for now, we watch, we listen, and we stay informed. And I'll continue to break it down for you in a simple way. Make sure you like this video and subscribe right now. We are not done yet. Let me continue the gist deeper. There is also the human side of this story. Leaders are human beings. They make decisions, they react to situations, they respond to pressure. So when there is pressure, movements can change. And that is what people may be seeing now. Now, again, ask yourself, is this a normal situation, or is this something bigger, building slowly? Drop your thoughts, like this video, and subscribe. Let's keep going. Another important thing is perception. Sometimes what people believe can become stronger than what is officially said. So even if there is no full confirmation, the perception alone can influence how people react. And right now, perception is playing a big role. People are connecting dots. People are watching closely. And people are waiting for more clarity.